Workout. Yeah, what's happening? This is your homie Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist, baby, for that matter. Dude, I got my Zyrtec. Boom. Holy shit. I'm back. I dropped my Zyrtec. What's up, people? This is Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. Just showing up here in the morning, doing a little walk. I think it's kind of important so that my pants won't fit tight anymore. Yeah, I'm in my studio. Hey, what's happening? I'm figuring this shit out in my studio here and getting my little workout. Pow, 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 pow. What's happening? Hey, what's happening, baby? Baby. Here we go. Dude, I gotta get a little speed, you know, just a little bit, just enough to keep me motivated. What's happening, Tiago? Anthony Justice, hey, what's happening, Anthony? Dude, that's awesome. Do you like my paintings, sir? Of course I like your paintings. Get that speed on. I know. Hey, I'm working on it. I'm resting for half hour. Good. Picking up that speed, you know, little by little. What's happening? Dude, baby, I'm gonna get sexy. That's what's gonna happen. We just gotta do it. We gotta do it calmly and consistently. That's all. You know, 1-2 punch and stuff. Calmly, 1-2 punch. Calmly, consistently. Man, it's been a good day. It's been a good morning so far. I've been getting a lot of stuff done already, and I am already moving towards lots of stuff that I've been cooking for a while. My girlfriend does walks every day like you. Dude, that's where it's at. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to keep doing that, so that, you know, so that my heart starts pumping, start feeling better. I believe in consistency. You're more into weightlifting? Cool. I believe in consistency. I feel like if you're consistent with anything, it'll start working sooner or later, but it's gonna start working. Please like my paintings. Absolutely. I'll go and like them. Pop, like, comment. I will do. But yeah, if you're consistent with anything, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's walking, painting, weightlifting. Weird. If you're just anything that you're consistency with, you have consistency in, it'll start working. It doesn't matter what it is. And so for me right now, it's this, right? Can I be consistent on this treadmill 20 minutes a day? Dude, once I find out that I can be consistent 20 minutes a day on this treadmill, it's gonna take me a couple of months to figure out, right? To feel the consistency. Usually it takes you a couple of months before you start feeling the consistency, because you start trusting yourself. Once I start feeling that consistency, I know what's happening next. What's happening next is that it's not gonna be 20 minutes, it's gonna be 30 minutes, you know? 1-2 months later, it's gonna be 40 minutes. 1-2 months later, I'm gonna start moving faster. I'm gonna start amping up the speed. Before I know it, I'm gonna be running on this thing. And then I'm gonna move on to other things like, you know, some sit-ups, some pull-ups, maybe some weights, you know, picking up some weights. Starting it after this, I love that. Gotta make myself an inventory, as I suggested. You need an inventory, yeah. Yeah. I am the kindest person in the world. I love that. Yeah, you just, just whatever it is, right? You need to crank in some a little bit of consistency, whatever that is. It doesn't matter. Just a little bit. For me, I figured this out when I became an artist. I realized that the most important thing is to show up every day and paint. That was the most important thing. Once I started figuring that out, everything else became the so-called secrets. You start finding out the so-called secrets if you're doing it every day. The problem with most of us is that we don't do it every day. Or if you do it every day, you start getting complacent. This has been a problem throughout my career. I do it every day, and then I start getting complacent because things start working out so smoothly that I'm like, ha 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 ha, I don't need to do that anymore, and that's where shit hits the fan. And so it's consistency, or the lack of that, is very sneaky. It's like a sneaky bastard. It comes in once you're consistent enough, and it leaves you like you won't feel it. It's like a gas. It just you don't know it's there. It's sneaky. It's a sneaky fucking thing. The only way I can tell whether I'm consistent or not, other than feeling it, is tracking my days. I'm tracking my days. Hey, did I show up to this? Boom. Did I show up to this thing? Boom. And just keep tracking my days. Tracking it. And the more I track everything, the more I can tell. If your month, when you're tracking your days for consistency, I like to use big calendars, right? I don't like to use the phone ones. I like to use something visual that I can just, I have a couple of calendars for things. I should get a calendar for this, by the way. But if your calendar, if you have spotted weeks, meaning I put an X. If I did it, I put an X on the day, right? I get one of those calendars where you can have the little squares, right? Monday, Tuesday, whatever, one day, May 1st, or blah blah blah, whatever. If your calendar has spots where you don't have the X, for that particular thing, I have a calendar for my painting. Did I show up today? And I know how much I need to show up. It can't just be, did I show up? No, did I show up for such and such hours? And so it gets an X, right? I did. If I didn't show up for so many hours, it doesn't get an X. And so if it doesn't get an X, it starts hurting my flow. Yeah, big format planners, big one, calendar, a monthly I get monthly calendars, and then I just put an X. I have personal planners and journals that I use, but the calendars have to be pretty big, large format, at least 20, 30 inches, and put it on the wall, and I mark. Hey, dude, did I show up for my thing is I have to show up. I have to paint for 10 hours a day. Did I paint for 10 hours a day? If I didn't, it doesn't get an X. I don't care if I painted 6 hours a day, it doesn't get an X. If I painted 8 hours a day, it doesn't get an X. Maybe if I paint 9 hours, I'll put an X there. But if I paint less than 10 hours, usually don't put an X. It's got to be that. My bare minimum is 8 hours, but it's got to be 10. Right, my standard is 10. My on the lower end is 8 hours, and so if it doesn't have the 10 hours, I don't put an X. Good morning, Marina. What's up? I'm working out here because I'm gonna get sexy. I'm gonna start walking around like that. What's up? What's up? I'm purposely gonna get into bar fights just so that I can take my shirt off and be like, you know, what's good? You want some of this? And then get my ass kicked. And so, what was I saying? Man, this is way too fun. Yeah, so it's got to be calendars. It's got to be calendars. You can't break the week or the month. So I put an X on it. That link has to stay connected throughout the month. You can have days off if you want to, but don't confuse days off with you just didn't show up on another day. So it can get spotty. The reason why it works for some people and it doesn't work for others is because it works for people because they're look, this is something that I learned over the years. If you're 99% in there, it's not gonna work. Honest to God, it won't work. You're gonna have problems with it all the time. You're gonna make income. You're gonna get excited, but you're gonna have problems with it all your entire career. This is something that I learned from mentor Ed Milet. Dave Metzler and Ed Milet were talking about it, and I want to find out more, so I got into one of the programs. But this is what they taught, and when they were sitting together, they were talking about this. These two guys are entrepreneurs, and they were like, if you do this shit 99% of the time, it's not gonna work. And I felt like a punch in the gut when they said that, because I knew what they were talking about. I've done it my entire career, where you make income, but you're like this all the time. It's scared. You're scared all the time. You make income, and then you get relaxed because good things start happening. And then you start unplugging a little bit in certain areas because it's hard keeping something up, right? It's hard. And so you start unplugging. You tell yourself, well, maybe I shouldn't go to work tomorrow because, you know, I deserve it. I mean, shit, I just had a fantastic month or whatever. And that's when it starts going downhill. Marina says, soon you can say I'm the sexiest and the greatest living artist in the world. I know, I can't wait. I'm telling you guys, I can't wait till I get into a bar fight and be like, you're looking at me? Talking to someone who can't defend themselves or something, you know? Like, that's it. I'm gonna have to take my shirt off because I'm in a bar fight and stuff. Let's see, Selena says, I have noticed that if I stop being consistent, I regress all the time. Finish 1 hour hike, feels so good. Oh, I love that. Diana, man. 1 hour. I can't wait till I get to that point where I'm putting like an hour hike. This thing has incline. I have to start using the incline. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to start doing things I'm not ready yet. I want to build a consistency first. And so this is what I'm talking about, consistency today. For anything that I do, what's happening, Eric? For anything that I do, run a hike. I love that. Run faster, Forrest. Go, Forrest. Tiago says I get my shirt off all the time. Maybe I'll get into bar fights now, dude. That's where it's at. Get your ass kicked in a bar fight. Get kicked around for a little bit. Get kicked around for a little bit. That way you can get your what do they call it? Your toxic masculinity doses. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, consistency. What is it? New T-shirt. I was in a bar fight with the world's greatest living artist, but I lost. Dude, that's where it's at. I know. You know. Or it should have been like, I was in a bar fight with the world's greatest living artist. You should have seen the other guy. Because you know how people always say shit like that. Should have seen the other guy. I'm like, Yeah, no, he kicked your ass. Yeah, I don't have to go see the other guy. I can tell he kicked your ass. When I was younger, I told you guys I used to be a musician, so I was always at 2, 3 in the morning in the wrong places, parking lots and places like that. You're not supposed to be at that time, you know. And I remember like getting my ass kicked a couple of times here and there, or getting mugged, right? Ugh. Somebody pulls out a gun or something, try to take your guitar or something, and then and when you tell the story, right, you go home and you're like, or you with your friends, right, you're like, dude, I just had my guitar stolen or some shit like that. You know? They're like, dude, I would have done this, I would have done that, and I'm like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. But everybody has a story, you know. No, I would have done this, and then karate chop them, and I'm like, dude, shut up. Burn the calories. Burn them calories. Hell yeah. Please keep your shirt on, Jose. I will not. Dude, I'm saving it till when I get sexy, I'm telling you. Get some scars and stuff. But I love that. I love how everybody has a story. Let's see. Mind Body Yuma says, I've been listening to your advice and painting every day, and my work is getting better. Thank you, Jose. You're welcome. Yeah, consistency. As long as you don't break that little link. This is something that I've heard from all the greats, right? Whatever. All the famous people. Artists or actors or screenwriters or whatever, they all say the same thing. They say, I don't wait till I have inspiration. I show up. But you always have inspiration when you start showing up daily. You have mountains of inspiration. But it takes a little bit of time. You know, it doesn't happen right away. It takes a few weeks, a couple of months maybe, at most. After you do it every day, and then boom, it starts exploding. Good things start happening. All of a sudden, you get. The reason why I believe this is because not only I've experienced it many times, but also anything that you focus on, that you really focus on, it starts working. I don't care what it is. Anything that you focus on. You know, I promise you, if I just stay on this thing 20 minutes a day, I don't know, it might not be right away. It might take me 2-3 years, but it's gonna work. And this is what we don't do. We're like, nah, dude, I don't want to do that because I want it now, right? No, dude, you want it to work, right? It's not that I want it now, unless you're in a situation where you have to have it. So then you intensify the mechanics of it. But you know, a career, things like that, you just want it to work. Let's see, Tiago says, no, dude, it will take you 3 months. Yeah, it takes some time. It takes some time. So for me, for example, when I'm painting, when I'm creating artwork, and I start fucking with it, and I stop showing up with the same intensity, like I said, my weak starts looking very weak. Not weak as in, but the other word, weak. Starts looking spotty, right? It doesn't have the X's on the calendar. I didn't show up. It looks blank. It's got a couple of days blank. Every week has a couple of days blank, aside from the Sunday that I like to rest. I have myself a problem when that happens. And it's for silly shit. It's because things are going well. You know? So income starts coming in, like really nice. I get all kinds of, you know, opportunities. And it's something stupid like, dude, I wanted to take that day off because, I don't know, I felt cocky and I took the family to out somewhere on a Tuesday. And like just silly stuff, you know? I'm not saying that particular thing is silly, but that could be allocated to a weekend instead of doing it, you know, out of the blue. Or a friend invites me over for a beer or a drink. I don't drink beer, but a drink. I just can't fucking stand beer. I don't know what it is. I used to love it, but I can't stand it anymore. And so they invite me for a drink, and I'm like, yeah, dude, let's go for a drink. Dude, I'm almost done. Yeah, 20 minutes, man. That's all I need. That's all I need today. 20 minutes. And they invite me for a drink, and I'm like, you know what? I've been kicking my ass for the past 3 months. I should probably go hang out. And I start spotting my weeks. And that's a problem. That's a problem. That lack of tightness breaks the whole thing. Beer is not productive. It's never productive. Check it out. Check it out. Workout complete, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna get fine and shit. So yeah, that's it. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. In no time, I'm gonna start getting super fine. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Jose, you look super salty. You look super good and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, stop it, you guys. I know. Just can't." All right, so that's it. That's all I've been talking about today. That's about it. I gotta order some coffee. Gotta get some coffee. Gotta get it here. Get it now. All right, my friends. The name is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist. Felicidades on the workout. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions or comments or anything, you know where to find me. DM me. Put them here if you want to. But it's better to DM me because that way I can get back to you. And I like that voice thing, you know, that little voice app on the DMs. It just makes everything better. It makes everything like, dude, I can have a conversation with you and stuff, you know, pinky up, get super fancy. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna upload this here, and then it's going to YouTube. I'm gonna try to upload this thing in about 3-4 different places. See if someone gets something out of it, hopefully. Peace out. Stay well and sophisticated, my friends.